All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome into today's chair stretching class. My name is Elena Brown, and I'll be your chair instructor for the day. So as per usual, we're going to do our stretches. Um, we're primarily going to stick to stretches today, and then we're going to finish with our wellness point for the day. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Going to rotate that neck, making sure that we are just hitting every angle. Keep those shoulders down. And in the opposite direction. And forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. And side to side. And turning the head. And we're going to go from side to side and hold that head. And over to the other side. And roll those shoulders back. And forwards. And bring that arm across. And bring that other arm across. And take your right arm behind the back. And take that left arm behind the back. Lift those arms in the air. Bring those arms down. And bring those hands down so you can touch the center of your legs. And now bring the right arm over. And then over to our left arm over to the right side. And switch. And switch. And bring those arms in front. And bring those arms down behind the back. Do that same thing again, so bringing those arms in the front. Then bring that left leg up. So we're gonna sit it on top of our leg as though you're reading a newspaper. Just gonna lean forward. And then continuing to bring up the right leg and do the same thing. So lean forward. Then bring that left leg up. Right leg up. And we're gonna bring those arms out at the side. Gonna place one at the side of our left leg. And left arm on the other side. And we're going to twist that torso. Place your hands at the edge of your knees. And then arch that back, pull that chest forward. And arch that back. And arch that back. And then we're gonna lift up the left leg again. Gonna roll that ankle. Just make sure that you rotate it. And pick up the right ankle, do the same. And lifting up the left leg again. And we're just going to place some pressure on our left knee. And then come down and touch your toe. Touch that right toe. Come up, breathe a little bit, and then reach back for that toe. And then we're going to bring up our right leg. And do the same thing. Place pressure on our right knee. And I'm gonna come down and touch my left foot. come down and touch that left foot again. And then we are going to straighten out both of those legs, and you're going to come down and touch them, touch the feet. And place our hands above our heads. And stretch out all the way. Then come down and touch your toes again. All right, so now we're gonna do some more torso stretches. We're gonna go ahead and turn to our left, and you can look in the left direction, you can close your eyes. And on the other side. And face straight. We're going to go ahead and rise up. We are going to place our foot on the chair. So my right foot is on the chair, my left leg is extended. And then extend that leg, straighten it out. And do the same thing, put your head down to your knee. Awesome. And now we're going to bring that left foot on the chair, stretch it forward. And straighten out that left leg. We're going to bring our hands above our head. And touch those toes. And then we are going to grab our right foot and now grab the left foot. All right, and now we are going to hold on to the back of the chair, put that left foot forward, bend that left foot and stretch in a lunge. And same thing for the other side, right leg. Awesome job. Alrighty, so now we're going to take a seat. We're gonna do a meditation really quickly. Give me 1 second. Gonna bring the music down. So for this portion of the class, you can definitely sit with your eyes closed. You can lay on the ground. Do what makes you feel comfortable. Alrighty, so this is going to be for grounding, calming our anxieties, and reconnecting with ourselves. So we don't need any special tools, just a quiet space and your breath, okay? So find a comfortable position, sitting upright with your spine tall but relaxed. Rest your hands on your knees or lap. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds, and then exhale slowly through the mouth for 6 seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale. Hold. And release. Inhale for 4. Hold. And release. All right, so bring awareness to your body, starting at the top of your head, slowly scan down. You can roll your head, you can roll those shoulders back, roll them forwards, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, lift up your legs a little bit, and just recognize the parts of your body. Notice any tension in your forehead, jaw, shoulders, chest, stomach, or legs. As you exhale, imagine that tension melting away. So inhale again, and hold, and release. All right, focus on your breath. Shift your attention to your breath. Inhale gently through your nose. Exhale softly through your nose or your mouth. Don't force or control it, just observe it. If your mind wanders, it will. Gently bring it back to the sensation of breathing. So inhale. Awesome job. Alrighty, so now we're going to anchor a phrase or scripture. So you want to choose a calming word or phrase. Silently repeat with each breath, peace on the inhale and be still on the exhale. Or you could say, God is here, or whomever you believe in, on the inhale, and I am safe on the exhale. So you just want to find something that is peaceful for you to repeat to yourself, to affirm yourself and anchor yourself in this phrase or scripture. Peace. Be still. Inhale. God is here. I am safe. This is your anchor. It helps to keep your mind steady. So you can do that. Again, I'll give you guys a second. So inhale. Peace. Be still. God is here. I am safe. Alrighty. And now we're going to bring to mind 3 things that you're grateful for today, big or small. You can go ahead and think about those. Give you guys a minute to do so. Alrighty. All right, so then we're going to set a gentle intention for the rest of our day or evening. Here are some options. I move through today with grace and strength. I let go of what I can't control. I trust God's timing. Take one final deep breath. When you're ready, open your eyes slowly. And awesome job. Alrighty. So we are going to go ahead and hop into our wellness point of the day. So we are going to be talking about self-care today. That's something that came to me in a conversation that I was having with my friend today. And one of the things that she mentioned was that she was unaware of how to self-care and how to operate in self-care when you don't feel like self-caring. And we were having this conversation, and it came to light that there are things that we have to unlearn about our upbringing that are instrumental to our self-care, and also things that we have to implement into our everyday routine to help us stay the course with self-care, because you can only care for others as much as you care for yourself. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Alrighty. So today we're talking about protecting your peace. What this means is protecting your peace is intentionally choosing what you allow into your mental, emotional, and physical space. This includes setting boundaries, limiting negative input, and prioritizing your inner calm. Why it matters is because constant stress, negativity, or overcommitment leads to burnout and emotional fatigue. Your nervous system needs calm to function at its best. That's when your creativity flows, your body heals, and your joy grows. So we're going to try this today. Pause before responding. Give yourself permission to breathe before reacting. And limit draining conversations. It's okay to say, "Can we talk later?" or "I need some time for myself." Create a calming moment. Light a candle, step outside, journal, or put your phone on D&D even for 5 minutes. Speak kindly to yourself. Your self-talk shapes your reality more than you think. I am allowed to protect my peace. It is not selfish. It is sacred. All right? So let's talk about some ways that we can practice self-care. I know that for myself, a daily form of self-care is on Wednesdays coming to this class, but also Monday through Friday, I am going to the gym and I am working on myself. And it just feels so good to get up in the mornings, even when I don't want to, and get a good workout in because I feel so much better afterwards. Aside from the endorphins that you feel, it's also like, check, I showed up for myself today. So that's super, super important. All right, so self care isn't just bubble baths, spa days, and intentionally nurturing your mind, body, and spirit so you can show up as your best self. Here are some practical, meaningful ways that we can practice self care. So, there's emotional self care, there's mental self care, there's physical self care, spiritual self care, and social self care, and also your everyday self care habits. So, your emotional self care, what you can do to implement everyday practices are journaling your feelings and thoughts, saying no without guilt, giving yourself permission to feel and process emotions, practicing self compassion and positive self talk, and seeing a therapist or trusted counselor. So, those are all ways that you can practice emotional self care on an everyday basis. I would suggest journaling your feelings and thoughts. That's a really important one. I am not a writer to say the least. I consider myself to be an okay writer, but it's not my immediate thought to let me journal about this. But I have found that when I do journal about things, I'm able to calm down, I'm able to process my thoughts and emotions, and I'm able to proceed how I want to proceed instead of acting out of emotion. So, for mental self care, setting boundaries with people or social media, reading books that inspire or challenge your thinking, practicing mindfulness or meditation, limiting overstimulation, like the news, screen time, all of the above, anything that is going to overstimulate you. So if that's loud music for you, if that's a crowded filled place, that's what we're referring to. And also doing something creative, like painting, music, writing. I like to write a song every day as I am an artist, and it really helps me to hone my creativity skills, but also just helps me to free my mind, and I'm able to operate a lot better. All right, so physical self care, moving your body daily, strength training, dance, walking. Drinking water and nourishing your body with whole foods, stretching or foam rolling tight areas, getting enough sleep, 7 to 9 hours for most adults is required, and also scheduling health checkups or massages when needed. So, some of my favorite ones on here, of course, is moving your body daily, but it's also drinking water and nourishing your body with whole foods. So, the other day I looked up synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is the fluid that circulates between your joints, and it helps to protect your joints from rubbing together. And I looked up, what can I do to increase my synovial fluid in order for my knees to feel better, my joints to feel better? And you know what it said? It gave me a list of foods that I can eat. Leafy greens, I can take vitamins, but it said leafy greens, just basically whole foods, fruits, And that is going, oh, nuts, berries, like that is going to increase your synovial fluid. So back to this point, it just shows you how nourishing whole foods are meant to be for us. And ultimately, you could say that we do not need medication, but like the fact that foods are able to assist our bodies in a way that we can't, like we have to consume something. I just think that that says so much for I think that that says so much for the foods that we're eating. So if you're not eating the right foods, and you're feeling terrible, you definitely want to eat the right food. So stretching or foam rolling tight areas, that's also a great one. I started adding in stretching into my morning routines, and also it's in this Wednesday class as well. But also, I'll have a Sunday where I just stretch out everything, because throughout the week, I've been stretching for my workouts and I've been stretching to prepare for a workout. But it's important that I stretch out those sore muscles and just really give my body the TLC that it deserves. And then, of course, getting enough sleep, making sure that you guys are getting enough sleep, which is 7 to 9 hours. All right, so let's talk about some spiritual self care. So, reading scripture or devotionals, spending time in prayer or quiet reflection, going to church or joining a small group, listening to worship music or sermons, and walking in nature and listening for God's voice. So, reading scripture or devotionals is super important. I would consider them some of the most important things that I do in my day. It kind of sets the tone for the day. I wake up, don't get on the phone, read my Bible, and I journal. And I'm able to connect with God. I'm able to pray and also have some quiet reflection time that just helps to ground me for the rest of my day. And I notice that when I do that, my days go better. So, awesome to add that to your routine if you are not going to church and joining a small group. I think it's very important to encapsulate yourself in or with other people that believe as you do, and just making sure that you are setting the intention to continue to grow spiritually. And that's by connecting with the church or with a small group or with people that you trust and know that are also on the same journey as you. All right, so listening to worship music or sermons, super important. And also walking in nature and listening for God's voice. So, I love doing that. What I've started doing is, as you guys hear sometimes, I have a dog. And so what I'll do is I'll take him on a walk. I'll leave my phone in my pocket, and then I will just talk to God. And it is the most peaceful, most serene moment that I have throughout my day. And I'm able to just really lay it all out to him. All right. So, social self care. So, that includes spending time with people who uplift you and energize you, calling a friend just to laugh or check in, asking for help when you need it, creating healthy boundaries in relationships, and unfollowing accounts that trigger comparison or negativity. So, I think that it is so important to do social self care. Funny enough, my friend and I were talking about the fact that our family, our friends, they make us want to do better. They make us want to live this life that we are in. Our families, our friends are some of the most important things in this life. And it helps you emotionally and all around, because you're able to step outside of work, go hang out with your friends, and you have that equal balance, because you can work and work yourself to death. You want to make sure that you're making time for that socialization piece. Alrighty. So some of the things that they mentioned were spending time with people who uplift you and energize you. So if you feel like a relationship is draining you, if you feel like a relationship is taking from you, you should remove yourself. That is a sign that it is draining you. And opposite, if you feel like the relationship is uplifting you and energizing you, you should stick with that relationship and allow yourself to move in that. Calling a friend just to laugh or check in. I do this all the time with my friends. Sometimes I think, like, why are my friends calling me all day, every day? But I'm so grateful for them, and I don't know what I would do without them. And I know that there are people out there who don't have people to call them, so I try to remain grateful for that. But sometimes all you need is just a quick little hey, just thinking about you, wanted to check in. All right. So creating healthy boundaries in relationships is also super important. Your boundaries help to protect your peace. Your boundaries help to regulate yourself. So don't ever feel bad about setting your boundaries. Alrighty. And so lastly, we will talk about everyday self-care habits that you can implement in your everyday routines. That's making your bed in the morning, creating a calming night routine and setting a bedtime, organizing your space for peace, and celebrating small wins and taking breaks mentally and physically throughout your day. Alrighty, so that is all I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for joining, and hopefully you enjoyed today's class, and I will see you next time. Alrighty, bye-bye.